Alright, what's up guys? My name is Zach, and today I am driving a 1979 Mazda RX-7. Up front is a 1.3 liter turbocharged rotary engine, and down below is a 5-speed manual transmission. Now, I am super excited to be driving this SA RX-7 for two reasons. First of all, it is turbo 2 swap, meaning the owner took an engine out of a Series 4 Mazda RX-7 from 1986 to 1988, which is turbocharged, and put it into this. It never should have really been in this. And so today we're gonna be having fun. But the second thing is that I used to own a first generation Mazda RX-7, and this is the first time I've driven one since I sold mine. So there's gonna be a lot of nostalgia in this one. But if you'd like to submit your own vehicle, you can do it on my website. If you wanna see my videos early, you could see it. You can go to my Patreon. Let's just get right to it. 1.3 liter turbo rotary. No words. We're back! We're back, baby! How I've missed you. Oh, how I've missed you. Oh. All right, let's get some actual talking out of the way. So 1.3 liter turbo rotary, this is probably making 200-ish. Some work has been done to it. I mean, what more is there to say? It's so good. Oh, the brakes! The brakes are not modified. Duly noted. The first generation RX-7, which this is an SA, which is just 1979 to 1980. Never came with a turbo option. Overseas in Japan, they did do a turbo option for the first gen. That's why this is a turbo 2 engine from the second gen. But we never got that here. We never got a turbocharged first gen. That just didn't exist. And so this chassis was never really designed for this, but it is a hoot and a half. It's still operating off of the factory turbo 2 ECU. Stock turbo, things like that, custom exhaust. And like I said, paired to it is a 5-speed manual. Now, the first gen RX-7 was optional with the 5-speed. However, this isn't an RX-7 5-speed. This is actually an RX-4 5-speed, which was the upgrade for the RX-4. You could get it with a 4-speed or the 5-speed. This is the RX-4 5-speed, which is actually stronger than the 4-speed that would have came in this SA. So that is certainly a big, big benefit. Last but not least, this does have the GSL rear end from the FB RX-7, meaning it is a limited slip differential, but not the limited slip from the GSL SE, so it retains the 4x110 bolt pattern as opposed to 4x114. How does it feel to drive? Well, besides every moment between the ages of 18 and 23 coming to mind when I owned mine, here's the thing. The FB chassis, as much as I love it, I've owned 2 of them. It's not a very good chassis. It's floppy, it's wavy, and it still has a steering box as opposed to a steering rack, so the steering is incredibly vague. It's not a very encouraging chassis, especially at this power point. It kind of feels like a rocket turbine put onto a piece of toast, but hey, it's freaking fun. With that stuff out of the way, let's run through the interior. This is all stock SA stuff, but we'll do it since we're here. 4 gauges in front of me and a clock. Off to the left is my coolant temperature, fuel, and clock. In the center is the tachometer, and off to the right is the speedometer. Steering wheel's been replaced, although the owner did put a Savannah RX-7 button in the middle. And off to the left, climate control vent and our trunk popper. Moving on to the door, we have the typical RX-7 door card and crank windows. And moving into the center, we have 2 climate control vents, our climate controls, where radio would be with aftermarket equalizers, so no radio, but I can equalize nothing. Rear defrost, headlight pop-up button, antenna up and down, cigarette lighter, shifter, some coin holders where the power windows would be if it had that option. Hold on. Excuse me. And some aftermarket cup holders, which still don't pass the big friggin' bottle test, but they're aftermarket, so I wouldn't have given it a pass anyway. The center console and the seats. The seats are brown because everything in the 70s and early 80s was brown. So deal with it. However, we don't have any back seats, so thank God I don't have to cram myself back there. However, we do have a rear hatch. You want to see it? Boom, here it is. Boom, here it is. Boom, here it is, rear hatch. Now I do want to talk about the exterior. This does have a Mariah Motorsports Mode 1 body kit, pardon. Which is really, really cool. I love this wide body kit, and it's fiberglass, so it actually takes quite a bit of weight off of the car. It also just looks sweet. I love this wide body kit, and the wheels are, I believe, Enki 92s, but I might be mistaken. Overall, it just looks killer. This wide body's awesome, and this thing looks like it's ready to pounce on a racetrack. With all of that being said, let's get on to my final thoughts. What do I think driving this Turbo 2-swapped Mazda RX-7? I love it. I mean, how could I not love it? This review is extremely biased, extremely unforgivably biased, but I miss my RX-7 so much. I sold it to pursue this channel more, and I miss it every single day. The thing about this is this the best race car? No. Is this the best street performer? No. But it's like growing up in a dysfunctional family. It's all that I know. The beeps, squeaks, and rattles, the fuel pump that has been screaming in my right ear this entire video. It feels like I'm at home. It feels right. I'm back where I was. This channel started because of a first-gen Mazda RX-7. My profile picture here on YouTube is my first-gen RX-7 that I started the channel with. And now this is the crazy cousin. This is something wild. This is something unique. This is something that puts a smile on your face, and all of this dysfunction thrown together works so well. The dysfunction is actually this car's superpower. It's supposed to be dysfunctional. It's supposed to make you question things and worry and gag. And that's what this thing does. It makes me feel all sorts of emotions. It makes me laugh. It makes me cry. It makes me, well, can't say that on YouTube. I'll shut up the fuel pump. This has brought me back. I've been a lot of places. I've done a lot of things, and I've driven a lot of cars since I sold my first gen. But this one drive, this one video is gonna make me crawl right back. That's the thing about rotaries. They're not very reliable. I'll tell you that. I put so many hours and days and dollars into my RX-7. I experienced the lowest of the lows with my RX-7, but they open up to the highest of highs. There's nothing like this car. It's so crazy that taming it gives you such a wonderful feeling of satisfaction. Driving something that you built with your two hands down the road, it makes you equal parts scared as it is proud. And this, I'm terrified of this car, but I respect it, and I'm so proud to say that I've wrangled it. I have tamed the dragon. There's nothing like a first-gen RX-7. It's always gonna be home to me. Thank you, Cameron, for letting me borrow your first gen. I don't know where to go from here. Hope you enjoyed the video. Goodbye.